The next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by XCAF. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons and much more. Get the decoder for $2.
Council, are we ready to continue? If so, please proceed.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Kambi, can you please bring the witness in?
Thank you.
I, Mathew Bass.
I, Mathew Bass.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I'll speak the truth.
I'll speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bass. And welcome to the TRC.
Okay.
Thank you for agreeing to testify at the TRC this afternoon. As you already know, my name is Maria Masingate, and I'll be leading you on behalf of the Commission this afternoon.
Okay.
Your testimony this afternoon will cover several topics. One would be your biographical information so that the Commission will get to know who you are. Then we'll go a little bit into your family background just to get a sense of your family. And we'll deal with the incident of what happened to your brother and the impact of it on your family. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Can we proceed now?
Of course.
Please tell the Commission your names.
Okay, I'm Mr. Mathew Bass.
When and where were you born?
I was born in 1976. I was 23rd of July in Bessa Village, Fonyi.
Can you tell us your occupation?
I'm a nurse.
Draw the mic closer to you so that we'll hear you clearly because your speech is fading a bit.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You can draw it closer to you so that you will be seated at a comfortable position.
Okay, it's okay.
Just lean back a little bit, if not there will be echoes. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you tell us where you're residing?
In Brewfoot.
What are the names of your parents?
Okay, my father's name is Emmanuel Bass. My mother's name is Isato Gomez.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes. I have
Please.
2 sisters and 2 brothers, but the other one died. That's Musa.
Can you please give us their names?
Therese Bass, Dominga Bass, Simon Bass.
You mentioned that one died, which is Musa
Musa
Bass.
Bass, yes.
Can you tell us how old Musa was when he died?
He was 27 years.
Was he married?
Not yet. He was single.
Did he have any children?
No.
Can you tell us what Musa was like as a person?
Musa was a gentle guy. He was A hardworking person, intelligent and respectful.
Was he engaged in any occupation before his passing?
Yes, he was working with the Gambia Groundnut Corporation, GGC, in Denton Bridge.
And what was his position at the Gambia Groundnut Corporation?
He was working on electronics.
How long did he work at this corporation?
It's just for a few months when he started working. Roughly 3 to 4 months prior to his demise.
Was that his first main job as an adult?
Yeah, if I could recall.
Give us a little bit of his background, like as in education. What school did he go to?
He attended Ndemban Primary School in Fonyi Berefet. Later proceed to Brookwood, where we moved. And then after his primary 6, he joined Fatima Senior Secondary School in Buyam. That was in 1999 to 2002 and 12, sorry.
Did he go to a higher institute of learning to gain a degree perhaps in electronics?
Yes, he attended Charmin Electrical Institute.
Can you tell us what happened to Musa?
Musa, he died as a result of accident. I was called when I was on duties that day. My brother, cousin brother Joseph called me that your brother is involved in an RTA, and I also called someone, a friend, to inquire, but he told me the same scenario. So I waited for almost an hour. I called my colleagues at the school, who later informed me that Musa is dead. So that was how I received the information from my colleagues, and later my brother called me to inform me about this scenario.
Can you take us through that day for Musa? What was he doing until he met up with this accident?
According to my brother, he said he was not on duties that day. That was in the evening. They called him that they have electrical problem at the GGC, and then he reports. So after finishing the work, crossing from the other side to the next side, that's what he told me, that's where he met with the convoy, and then the car hit him.
You mentioned that you were in Chairman when you received the call.
No, in Buyam.
Oh, my apologies. In Buyam when you received the call.
Yes.
When was the last time you spoke to Musa before the accident?
That was that very day, on the 28th in the morning.
And what was your conversation like with him? That is, if you want to share.
Normally, sometimes in the morning, he will call me to greet me as a brother. Then I'll ask him about the family affairs. So that was all.
And someone that you spoke to that very morning, they call you later in the evening and tell you that the person has passed away. How did you feel at that point?
I feel so bad. And it was just horrible. Initially, when they told me about the incident, it was like a dream to me. I couldn't believe it, but later I have to take it.
At the point when they told you that he met with an accident, did they provide any details to you as to what caused the accident? Or who, perhaps?
No. At that moment, no.
When did you find out what actually happened to him?
That was the day after. When I arrived home in the morning, I went to, when my brother explained to me, that's my cousin brother, what has transpired, I went to the mortuary myself, and I asked the guy who was working there that I want to see the body of my brother who was involved in an accident. So he helped me, and then I was able to see the face of the dead body.
How did you feel seeing his lifeless body in the mortuary like that?
I feel so bad.
Can you recall, can you recall the date this accident occurred?
28th of June 2010.
What was the condition of his body? You said you did look at the body. What was the condition of his body?
When I only exposed the head and looking at the face, blood was oozing from the ears and nose. That was the only side that I exposed. Then I asked the guy to, because I couldn't stand it. It was so painful.
After after you've seen his body, did you have any questions in your mind as to who or what must have caused his accident?
No.
Take us through what was going in your mind at that time.
That time I couldn't do anything because I was just filled with grief. Tears was just coming from my eyes, and I just wept and moved out of the dead house and joined a vehicle back home. When I reached home, I met everybody crying. You can't control the people because he is someone who is very, very friendly and hardworking. Everybody was in tears.
Usually when accidents happen along the road, the police are sent to look into the cause of the accident. Did any of that happen with respect to Musa's accident?
The police that were responsible by then were the police at the Denton Bridge. They were doing the investigations. Well, actually, we were not with them. They were doing it, like I said. By then, we also have a situation that was also of great concern with regards to our late brother, senior brother, who was also very sick. So after that, when we have the burial, we are concentrating on his own affairs.
Did you come to find out who caused the accident?
It was later that I knew that it's the convoy that hit him. And then one of our relatives, who is also part of who was also working with the working at the president's office, they told me that he knew the guy, the driver who hit him. That is Charno Jalo. Yeah. And then they were the two people who came to sympathize with us and then apologize to the whole family.
Which convoy are you referring to?
The former president, Yahya Jammeh, his convoy.
Musa was hit by a convoy, correct?
Yes.
The president's convoy.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us, just give us a sense of what happened at his funeral?
Anyway, the mass was conducted, and those guys that I mentioned, the driver and his boss was there, and we had that service at home. Then after the burial, we all came back home, and then we had our family discussion with regards to.
You mentioned that, sorry, my apologies. You mentioned the driver, Chernojala, the one that caused the accident.
Yes.
And you said his boss. Do you know the boss' name?
I can't remember the name, but it's something Bo. The surname.
And tell us what they did at the funeral.
After the funeral, they came back. We sat as a family, and then they apologized to the family, and then also shared their condolence with us. And later they presented something for charity, not actually like compensation, but they gave family something as charity.
Was the family satisfied with that gesture from the driver and the boss that came?
Yeah, at that moment, of course.
Can you tell us, apart from the driver and his boss, whether you received any delegation from the State House, from the President, to apologize to the family and give their condolence to the family as well?
Not to my knowledge.
What happened with the case with respect to the motor traffic police?
Sincerely, it was not followed, and when we visited his working place, that is the GGC, we tried to ask them whether the police are following up the case, but it seems in those days people are always reluctant, not willing to follow cases as far as Yahya was concerned. Even if they knew that things were not going the right way, they will try to deviate from the right. So it was not followed up. That's how everything was just let off. And my father and my uncles, they said we just forget about everything and pray, and then keep it in good faith.
Did you feel that you had any choice with respect to pushing forward the case?
No. I don't have a choice by then.
Do you think your brother's death could have been avoided?
Of course.
And why do you think so?
Because in those days, the way they drive, they normally drive a very high speed, and I feel that if they abide by the rules that when you are driving, you should not drive with that high speed, such things will not occur.
Indeed. What was the impact of your brother's death on your family?
Definitely, it has created a big gap for us, because we've lost someone who is very instrumental and resourceful in the family, and we really felt bad about it, especially with my dad. Anytime he thinks about his son, you always see tears from his eyes. Likewise, my sisters and other siblings.
And why does his death affect the family even after so many years?
Yeah, because Musa is someone who is very, very, very hardworking. He has achieved something that the family should have benefited, and that is the work that he is doing. He has already started something that everyone should have benefited, which, as at the moment, has left a very big gap for us, and we shall never forget that.
Do you feel that you got justice from the death of Musa?
No,
And why is that?
because I feel that if such thing happen, at least the people concerned, that's the authority and the State House, they should have sent in delegation at least to show concern that somebody very important in the society is gone or is dead, or they could have just invite the family and have discussions with them and sympathize with them, but nobody did turn up.
Given that no one apart from the person that actually caused the accident and his boss turned up to give their condolence to your family, do you think that they did enough to compensate for what happened to Musa?
They didn't. They did not do enough, actually.
Who do you hold responsible for what happened to Musa?
For that, I will say those who were present when the incident happened, and of course the then president, because he is the architect of everything. Those working under him always work under his command. Whatever he says, that's what they do.
You did provide me with a death certificate, from a photocopy of the death certificate from the Royal Victoria Teaching Hospital.
Yes.
And it bears the name, the deceased as Musa Abbas, 27 years old. I'll just like to share it with the commissioners and then tender it as an exhibit. Just give it to the witness first to look at it and identify that this is the document he shared with me.
Yeah, yes.
You also shared a picture of Musa, and I just want the cameras to zoom in to look at the young life that was lost as a result of the reckless driving of the presidential convoy. Give the witness the hold. Can you tell us if this picture was taken immediately before he died, or it's an old picture way before he died, just for people to get a sense of how young he was and that his life did matter and was snuffed away from him?
This one was prior to his demise. It's an old picture.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to tender the death certificate in as Exhibit 142.
And the photo?
I don't know about the photo, but if you want me to exhibit it, I will.
I think it should, since it's part of the proceedings here.
Then it will be Exhibit 142B. The death certificate will be Exhibit 142A, then the photo will be Exhibit 142B.
Both requests granted, Counsel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. What else would you like to add to your evidence with respect to what happened to your brother Musa Abbas?
Anyway, I just want to say something with regards to his death, which I know all the family members were not happy with, and it has created a big gap. We know we lose someone we love and we cherish. What I want to add is, if such scenarios happen, I feel it is fair enough for the authority to take a step towards it, to make sure they follow it up to the last person. Because from what I've seen and how I feel about it, justice was not done with regards to the investigations that were carried on. I know maybe the police were not willing, or they are afraid of following up the case. Actually, that is what I can say about it. And if possible, if such thing happen or scenario happen, the police should make sure they follow it up to the last person, at least to know the truth about the whole thing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bass. Thank you for coming to share the story and the life of your brother. And we do apologize for what happened to him and to other victims as well. Mr. Chairman, that will be all from me for the witness.
Thank you very much, Counsel, and thank you very much, Mr. Basima, for coming to testify before the Commission. We share your loss and the grief. It's clear that the pain and the loss are still fresh with the family, and Mr. I would always remain with you. Sorry about the loss, we share your pain. But thank you so much, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. Imam C, you have the floor, please.
Maki Yubas, Ulai Jale Sarakabi.
You sympathize for the loss of your brother. He also asked you to put easy with it. You made mention of your older brother who was sick. Did he recover?
No, he died later. Within just a short period, within 5 days. Dafa gaañu woon ci diggante bi.
I think they interpreted for Imam. Yeah. They interpreted for Imam.
Is he ready? Is the Imam ready?
Yes.
Okay, Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. If not, Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Mathew. We are indeed very sorry for what had happened to your brother and the grief that it caused your family during that period, and that it continues to cause your family even up to this present time. You did mention that it was the driver who actually hit your brother and a colleague that came to the house to offer condolence. Apart from those two, did you receive any official a letter of condolence from the state?
Thank you, Bishop. Actually, apart from those two, we've received none. No letter, and nobody came to sympathize with us.
Indeed, sorry, that's a very pathetic situation, and it's something that should not have happened. Being the fact that that accident was caused by the state itself. We're indeed very sorry that that has to happen to your family. Is your mom and dad still alive?
My mom is late, my dad is still alive.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bass. If you have any final remarks to make, please go ahead and do so now.
Okay. I just want to thank God for everything that has transpired. And also I just want to thank everyone present here, viewers, for sparing their time, listening to the words that I have just spoken. And I would like to say sorry to anyone if I may offend anyone. And to extend my sincere thanks to Mrs. Singate also for sparing me that time, for giving me that time. And finally, I just want to say thank you, everyone. And I hope all shall be well, by the grace of God.
Thank you very much indeed, and thanks for your testimony. We will conclude our meeting here today for this open session, and we will resume our proceedings tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Commissioners, if we can gather in our conference room right after the meeting, we'd appreciate it very much. Thank you all very much, and thank you, Mr. Bass, for coming. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tobaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland this Tobaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tobaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer. Supersonics Money Transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tabaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland this Tabaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tabaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer.
$40, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at XCAF Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the XCAF DTD decoder. Hello Gambia! Your television experience is about to be transformed to the next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by XCAF. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder